The town of Stillwater was aptly named. The air was still, heavy with the scent of damp earth and something far older, something that clung to the back of your throat. The lake at its center was a glassy black mirror, reflecting the perpetually gray sky. Outsiders, drawn by the town's unusual, antique charm, rarely stayed past sundown. That was because the kids of Stillwater made sure they didn't. 12-year-old Elara ran a hand through the muddy soil, her eyes fixed on the distant gleam of a rental car pulling into the general store, a new one. Her heart thumped a nervous rhythm against her ribs. The other kids, perched on fallen logs and rusted swings, watched with the same tense anticipation. They weren't being cruel. They were trying to save a life. It was a terrible secret, passed down through whispers and wary glances from one generation of children to the next. The lake was alive and it was hungry. To keep the town alive, to prevent the buildings from crumbling and the crops from withering, the lake demanded a sacrifice. And that sacrifice always had to be an outsider. The adults knew it. They looked on with a bone-deep weariness, seeing it as the cost of their existence. But the children, they saw only a horror to be prevented. Their method was simple, if gruesome. The lake, in its terrible benevolence, would return the bodies of its previous victims. Not all of them, just enough. The kids would patrol the shoreline, waiting for the telltale shimmer in the water. They had their designated spots. When a new visitor showed up, they would get to work. Elara's best friend, Finn, gave a silent nod. He knew their part. They had to be quick, theatrical, and utterly convincing. It wasn't about scaring them for fun. It was about injecting a primal, gut-wrenching terror that would make them drive away without looking back.